Donald Trump just wrapped up a disastrous press conference in the Oval Office. He acted like he didn't even know what the deal was to end the government shutdown. He then continued to lie and say that inflation is down and prices are way down, which we all know is a lie. He then randomly called over Erica Kirk. She was, for some reason, in the Oval Office, and he kissed her. Again, this was beyond bizarre. I'll show you what went down. Donald Trump says that in many ways he is a globalist, right? The whole thing was like that they're against this, but he's like, the United States and the world are one and the same, he says.
But so when somebody makes a statement about he's devoting time to the world, well, the world is the United States, because if the world's in trouble or if the world is ripping us off, you know, the world was ripping us off before I came here. Europe was getting massive tariffs. They were sending us 9-10 million cars a year. We were sending them none. They were not taking our agriculture. We were taking massive amounts of their. It was so unfair. So if I don't do all these things, our country is doing very poorly. So, you know, it's easy to say, oh, don't worry about the world. But the world is turning out to be our biggest customer. The world was on fire. And we could have been in that fire very easily if you didn't have a president that knew what he was doing.
Right. That sure sounds like America first to me. And that's why he's so focused on the rest of the world. The rest of the world is the real America, he says. This guy's such a freaking fraud. And here's where Donald Trump talks about all the prices going down. Let's play it.
Oil, the electric, but I think you're going to see $2 gasoline or something very close to that. In fact, we're already in the twos. But I think you're going to be seeing very soon $2 gasoline.
And then going further down the fraud rabbit hole of Trumpism and the Trump regime, which they always do, Donald Trump says that what we really want here is a healthcare system that gets rid of all insurance companies. And instead, we're going to give the money directly to the people, and they can buy their services, the medical services, directly from the doctors with no insurance at all. Okay, Donald, let's see this plan. Okay, roll it out to us right now. Eh? I'd love to see how you're going to do this, where you give somebody a $2,000 check, which, by the way, you've been promising for 9 months. People were going to get their Doge dividend checks, their tariff rebate checks. It's all part of a broader fraud that he's engaged in, regardless, and he's not even going to give people these checks. But what happens when somebody needs a surgery that costs $100,000? How are you going to pay for that with the $3,000 or the $2,000 check you give people that you're not really going to give people? But anyway, here, play this clip.
I hope that we're going to be able to have a health care where Lindsay and I were discussing it, Jim and I were discussing it, and Katie, we discussed it. We want a health care system where we pay the money to the people instead of the insurance companies. And I tell you, we're going to be working on that very hard.